confidence to go for such a learning activities.
Let's hear from Mr. Chigba now. And by the way, please, Mr. VC, if you can hear us, or anybody who knows the VC hearing, if you can try and meet the governor today, please, sir. Today should be the day. Tomorrow is too far. For issues like this, I don't think that we need all these plenty bureaucratic bottlenecks and protocols and processes. I understand that there are other activities, other things to do, but I mean, this is a matter of life, and it's very urgent. If it's a meeting that should have even happened yesterday night via phone first before, I don't know if that happened, but please, to the governor and the VC, if they can make that meeting happen today instead of tomorrow. The quicker we move, the better for us. It shows urgency, and it shows that we are indeed concerned about what is happening with the lives of Rivers residents and people in Rivers State. Mr. Chigba, you are from that faculty.
Yes.
In Emuoha. So I think you would give us more insight into this situation. First, clarify these attacks, two now. Have they been happening? Did anyone happen in the campus, or all of them have happened off campus?
Okay, well, allow me to reintroduce myself.
Okay.
My name is Right Honorable Abadi Yaudi Chiwa, and I am the faculty speaker. Okay, speaking about the attacks, it is really appalling and very saddening that the both attacks.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you. Please, if you can move this way, would appreciate that. I think that's much better, so we can get your audio output. Okay, so we can. Okay, go on now, please.
Okay, like I was saying, I said these attacks. It is quite appalling and saddening that none of the attacks has occurred inside the faculty itself. These two major attacks has been on residents of students staying in the host community.
Okay.
And now, my question is, how can a host community allow students being robbed on a daily basis? Now, the last one happened about 6 days ago. Because of the matter of the urgency, students were prone to carry out protest, which we marched down to the house of the traditional ruler, and that of the government council. Now, after this protest has been carried out, there has not been any definite action.
Which is what I was going to ask. So, after the first attack, did anything change with regards to maybe the community contribution to improve security, or was there any new introduction into the community after the first attack?
No new introduction, sorry to say, because
security-wise.
Yes, there has not been any new introduction. Why am I saying this? Because I think sometimes I find it both funny and annoying that these thieves only attack the houses of students in the community. Now, I want to ask, how did they map out these houses? Because even amongst the streets, amongst the road, or in that areas, there are villagers staying there, but they only attack houses referred by students of social sciences, which is very bad. Now, another annoying situation is that after the first attack, what did the school management do and the community management? They held routine visits and dialogues, thereby trying to calm the students down and all of that. But after then, nothing has happened. Nothing has.
There was no improved security presence. There was no deployment of security officials, maybe even police officers. None of these things happened. You didn't see the presence of any of the security personnel in. Yes.
I think. Let me come in here. If there is a deployment of security, I think the second incident, they could have seen a means to curtail it.
That's what I'm saying. After the first incident,
there is no major
there was nothing whatsoever that was done.
Why I'm saying this, if not something is being done, they could have been able to apprehend those that come for the kidnap. So to say there's nothing, no measures is being taken, because even if measures have been taken from the onset, from the first one, I think the second one they could have been able to apprehend those people that came for the kidnap. So that is to say there are no measures is taken. Because if measures are taken, they could have been apprehended. Yes.
Do you think that the community leadership, talking the youth groups,
Yes.
CDC, traditional rulers, have you had any audience with them? First, Mr. Chigba,
Okay, for me,
have there been any audience
There has
between
been-
students and community traditional rulers, CDC? I'm not talking of the council chairman now. I'm just for the community itself, where
yes. Before
happening.
these crisis incidents became uproaring, there has been meetings with the community youth leadership. For example, the CDC chairman, my president had already met with them and all of that, and then they as usual they gave out lots of promises, which today we are still waiting for it. So there has not been any proactive measures because I've lived in the village. There's this settlement whereby if a stranger comes into the village, people know. They know the house that the stranger is going to. They know when he's also living. So if these kidnappers or these thieves carrying out these evil acts are strangers, the community also knows. So what I'm asking is it that the community are not aware that these people are not strangers, or are they strangers?
very important question. Let me go to your president, because recent times with the insecurity in the northern part of the country, on social media there have been several plethora of reports. Oh, bandits are here, bandits are there now, bandits are, and there's all the, and when this started to happen, there were some people already spreading the idea that perhaps those bandits doing this, and and we don't want that narrative to gain momentum, because at least nobody can put the finger and say this is where and what, which is why I'm going to ask you this. In your conversations with the youth groups, community leadership, have they been able to put a finger on who they think could be behind these attacks?
Okay. I want to firstly, before I speak on this, I want to commend the AGA chairman. Suspects were arrested, and as you speak, they are currently, when the first incident happened, some suspects were arrested. So, and I think they are currently in detention as we speak. If these people are the ones doing this alone, I think they could have put to an end at that very point. So to tell you that this is not just one person doing this, there are groups of persons that are doing this. To add to it, it's not bandits. Like what my brother have said, it's not bandits. Bandits are people that, let me say, coming from the north or coming from different places. But these are people that are residing there. These are people that are from the nearby communities. Over time, we have heard of incidents incident of kidnap and other things in Emuoha. But at this very time, what we need is total peace. What we need is total peace. But to clear that narrative, it's not bandits, it's people that are from the community.
So why do you think people from the community will be sabotaging development in their own community?
Yes.
That's a critical question. I mean, when that campus moved, the people were excited. It was going to
People were
open up
excited.
Emuoha. We're going to have people begin to build buildings for students, and businesses will be. So why would somebody see that kind of development and then carry out something of this nature that he knows would disrupt that development?
Yes.
Can I come in?
Okay.
Okay, sometimes we often misuse development and growth.
Okay.
You get, I've stayed in the community because I wanted to feel the real impact of the students.
What did you feel?
I felt quite disappointed. The fact that there is no one single financial institution in the community.
No bank.
No bank at all.
No ATM points.
At all.
Nothing.
Nothing. It's very bad. So anybody carrying the narrative that the school being there will bring development, it is wrong.
But maybe not immediately, but definitely on the long run, it definitely would. Because I mean, have there not been new houses built for students to live in?
The landlords there are only using that school as opportunity to exploit students.
Yes, to make money. True. Yes. That's
So-
I wouldn't say exploit, but to make money, yes, because it's
Not-
business.
not
They
just-
would build houses
not-
to rent.
Not just to make money. These are outrageous price tags on house rent.
How much do they rent for self-contained?
About 5. There's no water supply, no security. It is very bad.
So you're telling me now that the places where they went and abducted some of these students, they are paying at least 450,000 as rent.
Yes, definitely, yes.
Let's take a short break. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines and get your thoughts. I'm sure you have questions you want to ask. In the meantime, stay with us. Good morning. All right, we have the acting national president of NOS in the studio with us, and a representative from the social sciences faculty, Mr. Chigba, also with us in the studio. We've been looking at the recent kidnapping issue, kidnapping of students in Emuoha, students of the Rivers State University Emuoha campus, and very, very, very sad situation. Very sad situation. And we're having a very long conversation off air. And what I've been hearing is that these crimes have been happening. They've been robbing students there. They've been raping. They've been doing all of that. And while all of these things were happening, some concrete measures were not taken. Decisive steps that we know about, that at least maybe some were taken that I don't know, at least to the best of my knowledge. And from what I'm being told, did not happen. And then the first major attack happened, and something tangibly serious was not also done. And now we have this one, where now we have children where we don't know which bush or where they are keeping them, whether they are alive or dead, we don't know. What their state of health is, at least we can tell that mentally those children would be very much devastated. Their parents are going to be going through a lot of pain. And you would expect that with this, the urgency of this is not, I'm expecting that from that night, a statement should be coming from the government of the state. We should be hearing it, and from what I'm hearing, it doesn't urgent enough to do something. We'll go to the phone lines first before we come back to my guest. And to crown it all, my guest also was saying, in Emuoha, yes, the school went there, but development has not gone as much as you think. Warehouse rent is about, he said, 400 and something thousand. Somebody sent us a message here to say, no, house rent in Emuoha now is even up to 600,000. With no water, no light, no security. He says 600,000. Who? I think this is where perhaps I'll try to get in touch with the council chairman and find out whether there's anything that can be done or should be done to regulate this problem. I know that the state assembly have been looking at what they can do. I don't know if they've looked at that area, because now we can't give, let me not go into that conversation, but something has to be done. At the council level, the Emuoha Legislative Council, what are they even also doing about the situation with the housing? Maybe another time. But first, let's go to the phone lines. The question is very simple. Do you expect more from the communities where these attacks are happening? If we are to stop this attack, do you expect more from them? My guests have said the first one happened. We didn't see much changes in the community. We've had meetings with community leadership, CDC, and they say, oh, we will. But we've not seen anything tangible. The second one happened now. Meanwhile, they have said before this first and second one, there have been series of robberies. Yes, Mr. Chigba, please give us more info on that. You're saying that there have been robberies, kidnapping, rapes, and the rest of them.
Yes, before these incidents was brought into light, there has been incidents of robberies that nobody knew about. Why? Because these students were afraid to speak out.
It was particular to students, student environment.
Yes. As at this morning, as at 7 a.m., a student from psychology department texted me that she was robbed and all of that. They took her. I said, when? That was last semester. I was surprised.
Okay, so now everybody is beginning to bring up their experience.
So first things first, I want to commend the VC for his proactive actions, but it doesn't just end there. We are tired of the routine visits and promises. We want a total relocation back to the main campus where our lives and properties are safe. That's just it.
Okay, before I come to you, President, let's go to the phone lines first and take some calls. I'm pretty sure the listener has a lot to say. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. All right, Chidi, go on.
I don't know. Is it the only place that this is still? I think we have the school as a para and also as a footer. Why this Emuoha? You see the rumor that people have been rumoring that bandits are here. Should we suspect that maybe they have done that? But the school should not be located. Rather, something should be done. Let them take care of it because development. They are against it. You can't. Anywhere you see election, a lot of people will always here for their own business because the population has election. As you buy, so other people sell. It will bring development over there. I don't know why. You see why all these real estate and other people, when we hear development, immediately we get to Chokra, you will not hear development in Emuoha again. I begin to ask, is it because of the bridge that the people are not even extending that development inside Emuoha? If not, this would have helped. They should not relocate the school. They should make sure that they track down those boys and make sure that there is security in that community.
All right, thank you. Please, if you are a student in the Emuoha campus and you live off campus, please, I'd like you to send us messages. How much is the self-contained? We've heard 600,000. My guest here said some 450. Please, how much is the cheapest that you've heard, or the one you stay in? If you stayed there before you, I know that many of you must have left now. How much? Let's know, please. Good morning, Nigeria Info. Hello, good morning. Okay, on to another caller. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Yeah.
My brother, I've been in the big. That campus is very big. If they don't want good things in their community, they should please relocate that school to Nkoro Kingdom. How would they be having their fellow human beings to me? And you think you will enjoy the money? If somebody did that to you, will you be happy? Or you sending your school to your child as an Emuoha man to Bori, they kidnap your Peking, will you be happy? So if they don't like good things, let them relocate that school to Nkoro Kingdom. We'll take care of the students and give them free house to stay. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much. Good morning, Nigeria Info. We lost that call. Good morning, Nigeria Info. We lost that call too. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, yes, Nigeria Info. How are you? All right, Akuku.
Hello.
Dakuku, we can't hear you clearly, and we don't have all the time. We have to move on to another caller. If you can, please do well to call back. Sorry, but it's not clear enough. We really can't get you clearly. I don't know why. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I am calling from Emuoha local government.
Okay, what's your name, please?
According to your guest, there is ATM in Emuoha Council at the gate right now. That's ATM. The only question you ask is
inside the secretariat?
Secretariat at the gate there, that's ATM.
What is the distance from the secretariat to the school campus?
Well, the school campus is not far like that. You can use a bike and get there. And we know right now that ATM is not functionable again. All people use make use of POS. That's for that one. As for house rent is self-contained in Emuoha is 200,000. I don't know where I guess it's living.
How much?
200,000.
200,000.
Yes, 200.
For students in the student area.
House rent is house rent, whether a student or not a student. And some of these students will go on higher where they have built a magnificent house with a POP, house with water heater, house with all these modern facilities, and they cannot expect that person to give you another normal house that is your normal ceiling. You understand the point? So it's where you want to rent and where who you are. That is the thing. As for my case, I don't need something like this to happen. But this is a challenge of the government. We cannot think because of they kidnap somebody in Emuoha, then the whole Emuoha people should relocate. Even in USC, in the major campus, all these things happen. But let's security build up and see what they would do to trap those guys who are doing such a thing. That's what it is. Nobody should be calling to relocate school or do this, do that. It's a challenge. Government should rise up and build up a challenge to face the real challenge of this modern thing. That's what I think.
All right, thank you. For the I think for the ATM, my guest said that the campus, what he said, that the campus, no ATM around. That's what he said. The camp. He did not say in Emuoha. He said the campus where the students are. You don't have ATM. So possibly, like you said, and people still use ATM. Don't say people don't. People use ATM a lot. People would prefer to even use the ATMs if they were close by and available, because a lot of people don't want to pay the extra charges for POS operators. The POS operators get the cash from the ATMs too. So, and if they find it difficult to access cash, it means they will be charging people more in those areas when you want to use their service. However, yeah, I think I just wanted to clarify what my guest was saying about the ATMs. Good morning. All right, we lost that call. All right. Chima, there's a beep in your background. I don't know why. Go on quickly, please.
Okay, Mr. Ifiemi, at this point in time, I am so disappointed on my brother, the Kore ethnicity, because this is what we have been envisaging for. Although the chairman, T.D. Lloyd, has been trying his best, I think we heard it from your news this morning, trying to put up security measures and protection for the students. Relocating of that school or closing down of activities there isn't the solution. What we should look for is a perpetual one, and I have been a youth leader in this my community. I think we had the youth leader spoke this morning too. They should put up some measures, serious one, and let it not be that the punishment is being taken to people to the police. Give them a justice, sorry for me to say this word, mass action. You understand? As you being caught, let them don't play with you. And it is so bad that people that came to school, it is not a bad thing they have done.
All right, Chima, we would have to say thank you here because of the beep in your background. We can't bear any more of it. Your point has been made, and however, jungle justice is not encouraged. Let's make that very clear. But I know that the Emuoha Council used to have its own vigilante group. I remember the first term of the council chairman was trying to rejig the local vigilante. I think MOVs was what they were then called. Do they operate? Are they still operating within the local vigilante group?
Well, the last time I saw or witnessed the e-movies, I think I only saw their building. I've not been seeing them operating.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you. Somebody said the upstairs opposite the school gate is 600K. Please, not 450K. Things are very expensive in that community. Okay. He's talking about another person. House rent in Emuoha 500K. Even in the family houses that are not even up to standard, 400K. And please, there is no bank or ATM around the school or community. Okay. I can't say. That's why I asked the people here, because if I would confirm what you're saying, I would have to go there myself. I know that some parts I've been to during election periods, I didn't see ATMs. But one of the callers says in the secretariat there is. And I would want to believe that because it's secretariat. However, I'm not saying that I confirm until I go and see.
It's not functioning.
It's not functioning.
It's
not functioning.
But he still writes there's an ATM there. Maybe it's not functioning is another conversation. There is an ATM there, so he still is right. Anyways, go ahead, please.
I think people say want the call number. Okay, talking about local vigilantes or local security units, the Emuoha people are not up and doing. You get? Because I think...
Have you had meetings with the council chairman? The student body, have you had meetings with the council chairman
Yes,
on this insecurity issue? When
the first incident happened, we staged a peaceful protest to the council demanding to see the chairman. Unfortunately, we did not see him. We had someone that came to address us, letting us know that the chairman is aware of everything that is happening. So, the chairman is aware of everything that is happening. So, we have not been able to interact with him. So, we are still looking forward to meet him in person. But that is notwithstanding. Our interest is to protect the students. Our interest is to make sure that the students are safe under his own domain. So we want to appeal to him specifically that he should ensure that the return of the adopted student is being done on before Friday.
All right.
Because if nothing is being done, we are making sure that all students in that school will be relocated and there will be no academic activities beginning from tomorrow being Friday. Because we are talking about lives here. We are not talking about someone being robbed again. This is about lives, and this lives